I think the long story short is that I knew my predecessor Peter Christie for the last 20
it was
years.
a payoff.
It was a payoff. No.
I always wondered
Payback.
what's going on here.
Knew him for the last 20 years. I had made a decision. I'd always been in the restaurant industry, so I am from the business, and for the last 8 years, I was commuting from Boston to Nashville every week for work. And one of the companies that we owned was the 99 restaurants up here in Boston, and that's sort of where I got my start with the organization. But after
Can I have
commuting,
another bowl of popcorn?
you can have another bowl of popcorn, you can have some
99.
cheese and crackers, that's
Yeah.
right. And then you get your steak tips.
Absolutely.
So my wife and I made a decision that we weren't going to move to Nashville, and made a decision that we were going to stay back here in Boston, which is home for us. And so I left without anything to really move towards. And Peter and I had lunch, and then lo and behold, we had a couple more lunches, and he introduced me to the board and thought it would be a good time to start transition. And so I am incredibly humbled and honored to be leading the Mass Restaurant Association. I think
What a smooth transition. You're a model for other organizations. I see Peter on Facebook all the time, happily retired.
Yeah, no, Peter's great, and I actually refer to him as Yoda because he has trained me to be a
I didn't
Jedi.
know he was that short.
No, nothing to do about his size. No. He, the board set me up very luckily, and so that he's helped me transition. He's been a tremendous asset, and it's been a really a seamless transition.
So you're working, would say, in the private sector. You're
Mm-hmm.
basically a disciple of entrepreneurship,
Mm-hmm.
and you cross over after all these years, and you're the Mass. Why the Mass Restaurant Association?
Well, first of all, it's restaurants, and I love the
Now
restaurant.
you can eat
business.
everywhere.
I eat everywhere. I love the restaurant business. The restaurant business to me is incredibly unique. It's one of the only industries in the world where you can go. It is the only. It's incredibly unique because you can go from being in the boardroom to, in the dish room, starting in the dish room and end up in the boardroom. And I've seen great examples of that. We're an industry for the common person who gets in, and if they've got a great attitude, they have good common sense, they treat people well, they can go as far as they want in this business. And that's what I love about it. You don't need a Harvard MBA to become really, really successful in the restaurant industry. And I've seen so many people grow, and that's what I love about it. I just love seeing people grow. And
I just want people to know that's not a tale. My wife, as you know, comes out of the restaurant industry, no longer in it, but she had restaurants when she was in her 20s, and she's not in her 20s anymore. She's not listening, I hope. It was a long time ago, and she hired staff when she was in her 20s, who today